Hey there, Travel Dons. Welcome back to Travel Don Eats. And today's spotlight is here in Bar Harbor, Maine, right on Roddick Street. And this is a place near and dear to my heart. Welcome to Lompoc Café. Alright guys, so before we get started, I wanted y'all to meet two girls that are very near and dear to my heart over the last several years since I've met them. And these are the owners of Lompoc Café. Welcome, the Kelly sisters. Alright ladies, now tell me a little bit about the history of Lompoc Café.
We opened in 1989, so that means we are celebrating our 37th season as a bar restaurant. And it's a spot for locals and tourists alike. A little slice of Bar Harbor Hubbit, we call it.
Yeah. And this is actually my 20th year working here, her 15th. We're the fourth generation of people who've owned the place and have worked here and loved the place. We make everything from scratch and have a lot of really classic dishes on the menu and some new fun stuff all the time.
We also have a bocce court that has been here since 1989. People always tell us we should put patio tables on there, but it wouldn't be the Lompoc without a bocce court.
And of course, can't forget the karaoke.
Oh yeah, every Sunday night starting at 10.
Alright guys, so those were the Kelly sisters, and I absolutely adore them. Some of my favorite people here in Bar Harbor. I've known them, I think, since about 2019 officially, was when they were working here, before they owned it, but when they were working here as the bartenders. And of course, they do Sunday night karaoke. You gotta come here on a Sunday night karaoke. It is off the chain. It's so much fun. And they have kind of like a little bit of a stage where you are separated from the crowd. So you kind of get, you know, a little bit more of that actual stage concert feel when you're here. So it is a lot of fun. But we're gonna start off with a cocktail before we get the food. And this is, of course, their burnt porcupine. And this is a mixture of tequila and mezcal with a spicy pineapple shrub. And of course, a little bit of fresh lime. So, Ooh, that's good. A little bit of that smokiness of that mezcal. That pineapple shrub is fantastic. Very refreshing. So, cheers to you guys. Oh, delicious. Okay, so first course on the menu today is the appetizer, and this is called the Beehive. Almost kind of like based off of, you know, Beehive Mountain, and of course almost looking like a beehive itself with this fresh chèvre that you have here that also does have some roasted garlic. And then of course you got the apple slices and the toasted baguette that is drizzled with a little bit of honey on there. So I gotta say, this is looking good. Let me put together a little piece for you, and then we'll dig in. All right, I got my piece together. As you can see, the chèvre on there, and then of course the honey. My God, this looks so good. Oh, that's really good chèvre. That is fantastic. And you get a bit of that hint of the garlic, because you're gonna see, I'll turn it over for you guys. There is like a piece of roasted garlic right there that's kind of like right in the middle of the chèvre, and it just kind of like, I think just kind of permeates throughout, and that is fantastic. Fantastic cheese. I also highly recommend their spicy Dijon mussels. Are amazing. I would have put them in here, but they're relatively well known for it. And my next video for the Adventures of a Traveling Don already has a mussels dish. So I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different compared to what I did on the main channel. But even so, this is a great shareable appetizer. Can't really go wrong with that. Cheese, bread, and apples. It's a great thing. Oh. Now, before we get to the main course, we're going to do one more drink I wanted to showcase. And that's because this place is known for it, and specifically the Dilly Bean Martini. And you might be thinking, What is a dilly bean? Well, dilly bean right here is basically a pickled green bean, and it is pickled in a mixture of vinegar, dill, garlic, sometimes red pepper as well. So as it kind of sits and kind of marinades in all of that during the pickling process, that brine and the pickled dilly bean goes into with the gin. You shake that up, comes out as a traditional martini. I'll show you in a sec. Oh, it is a martini that is got a little bit spicy, garlicky, dilly. You can just kind of taste all those flavors in there. You got to use gin, honestly, instead of vodka, just because the gin helps, particularly like the juniper and whatnot in the gin, helps break that a little bit up. The one thing about this martini that you have to realize as these beans kind of just like marinate in the martini, it gets spicier. So by the end, unless you drink it fast, by the end you're getting to this last bit, it can get a little spicy. So if you have problems with acid reflux or anything like that, just be aware the bottom of this martini's gonna be spicier than the top part. So, but anyway, I gotta showcase the dilly bean martini. It is a classic here. It's something I've got a little story behind that myself, because back when I first had it years ago, every time I'd bring in a new cast and crew of people I worked at the Astaku or other places since then, if it's their first year here, we take them to Lompoc, we do karaoke, you have a dilly bean martini. You don't have to drink the whole thing from me. You got to at least try it. So anyway, next time you're here, get that dilly bean martini and see if you're brave enough to try it. Okay, so for the main, I've got myself the Bang Bang sandwich. And look at the size of this thing. This is a massive piece of fried chicken. So it is a fried chicken sandwich. It's their own house-made marinade that they put on the chicken itself. And then, of course, they batter that up. They fry that. Put this on a fantastic looking delicious bun with just kind of like I think it's like a spicy slaw. It's almost like a red cabbage slaw. And then of course they put a little bit of mayo or house-made aioli on top. And then they also tell you to put on a little bit of hot sauce of your own and honey. Dress it how you like. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into this. And you know, for a food reviewer in general, as a YouTuber, I don't have the biggest mouth as some others might have, but even still, I'm going to try my best to get as big of a bite out of this as I possibly can. Oh my God. That chicken is juicy. Just look at that. That is phenomenal. And yeah, the sweetness of the honey and adding a little sriracha on there just kind of complements that perfectly. Oh man, that's so good. And generally it comes with chips. You can upgrade to a salad or some fries. Just something simple. Man, what a delicious sandwich. That is fantastic. All right, I am getting full. Number one, that was a lot of cheese on the Beehive to go down. Plus, that sandwich is massive. So I'm getting pretty full, but we got to do one more course. And this is, of course, dessert. And this is actually their chocolate cream pie. However, this is interesting because it's supposed to be dairy-free and vegan. So I'm curious as to how they actually did this. Now, she did tell me, interestingly enough, I've never seen this before. One of the base ingredients in here is tofu. I've never had a tofu chocolate cream pie before. So we're going to try this. You know what? It's actually pretty good. It's surprising, given being vegan, but this is very rich. I wonder if that's just the tofu itself, but very chocolatey, very rich. Oh man, that's fantastic. Wait, when it comes to like vegan stuff, I've had hit or misses. It all depends how good the bakery is. Whoever made this is fantastic. And they said it was homemade. Guess I got a guy that makes this. But my God. That's crazy how decadent that is. And it's a vegan chocolate cake, chocolate cream pie. That's phenomenal. Kudos. All right, guys, so that's going to be the end of this particular video. I am full. That was delicious. And of course, this spotlight I've been wanting to do for quite a while, and I finally got around to it. And big props to the Kelly sisters and their whole staff and thank you to them for letting me in and getting to see all this stuff. This was fantastic. And again, you guys come here to Bar Harbor. There's so many places to eat, and there are new places every year that are popping up now, or places in the past that, you know, change positions, they change places around town. You gotta come and check this place out for the live music or for the DJ nights on Fridays. Book your events if you want to do events here. This is a great place to do events as well. And then of course you got to come on Sunday nights for karaoke. But even for just dinner, they are open Wednesdays through Sundays from 4:30, and I think dinner goes to about 9 or 10. And then at 10 o'clock switches over to the late night festivities when they have those. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks again to the Kelly sisters in the back there, and we'll see you guys on the next adventure. Peace out. Have a great night.
But we are the 4th generation of owners of the Lompoc, and we've been, I don't know.
And these, of course, are the fantastic Kelly sisters, Meg and Leia, near and dear to my heart.
Wait, Leia. Spot when you're over all the lobster and the tchotchkes and, oh shit, should have stopped.
All right, listen. Hi. Right. History of this place.
So we have been open for 37 years. It's our 37th season, and it has always been a hub for locals and tourists and summer people alike.
Yeah, we are the 4th generation owners. Did you just say that already?
Restart.